I've got people thinking that I'm associated behind this just because you lived under my roof and did all of this shit without me knowing.
Yeah.
I think one of the saddest parts is I heard you say earlier how if anyone else were to ask you for help and they legitimately need help, like that will prevent you from wanting to take that step because of what's happened.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad that it gets to that point.
Also, I'm not saying that's on you or anything. Don't. I'm not like trying to guilt you or
No,
anything.
it's my fucking, I own it. It is. That's my mistake. You know, I thought I was helping what I considered a friend, and I've met Nikki before. Okay, so
That's what
let's
some of y'all
just,
got to realize. Sorry to cut you off, but
yeah,
like
no, you're
just to,
good.
yeah, just real quick, like Amber literally talked to Nikki outside the app. Cherry, I don't know if you talked to Nikki outside the app. Nikki literally was like, "Oh, Minx, I literally consider you a friend when I move up to the East Coast." Like when Nikki was first moving to New York, Nikki was like I hope we can actually meet in person, hang out. And I'd be like, "Yeah, that'd be cool." Like so, like some of us were like literally like consistently on Nikki's lives and like talking to Nikki like several times a week for like a year, at least a year for
Well, I
me.
Yeah.
was friends with her for
Right.
So
2 years. I met her
yeah,
2 weeks
that's what I'm
after
saying.
her surgery, and we talked almost every single day.
Yeah, and I've met Nikki before she moved down here, you know, and I legit, I got suckered. I'm not gonna lie, that's my fucking bad. But you know, I was told that she was in an abusive space. I was told that there was a lot of phobia going around, and it was not conducive to being a positive environment. So I was like, I don't want anybody going through that.
Of
It didn't
course,
matter that
yeah.
they were trans. I could care less. Okay, I don't care what you are. Nobody deserves to be hurt, you know, and convinced me, and I in turn convinced my husband, and so we allowed it, and we got completely suckered for 4 months.
Your husband was probably not happy.
No, well, the worst part is my husband was actually very respectful of the whole trans thing and the genders and the pronouns and all of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Until Nikki mocked him for doing it.
Oh gosh.
You
And then the
said
gloves came off.
she mocked him for it.
Yeah,
Like,
she
what do you
fucking
mean?
mocked him for it. He was like, it was just something random. I don't know. She left the fucking mayonnaise out in the counter or whatever. Nikki, girl, put the damn mayo back in the fridge or something like that, right? Like nothing major, you know, and like said girl. And she looks at me, she goes, "Oh, Amber, isn't that cute? Your husband thinks I'm a girl."
That's kind of creepy, but okay.
And then my husband looked dead at her and was like, "Okay, bro, you want to keep going this route, dude? From now on, we'll make sure it's done the right fucking
I
way."
was gonna say because like yeah, that's uncomfortable to like point that out, especially when it's like it's outside his comfort zone.
I mean, for him, I
Yeah.
mean, for anybody, whether I'm comfortable with it or not, how are you going to sit here and say, "Hey, can you please respect this thing about me?" And whether you like it, agree with it, disagree, it doesn't matter. But for me to turn around and mock you for doing the very thing I asked you to do,
Yeah.
the fuck out of here.
Was it like in her tone though? Like I could see like making a small joke out of it, but I don't know. I wasn't there.
No, no, no. It was a pissy kind of, oh, isn't that cute, Amber? He thinks I'm a girl. Like said it just like that.
That's horrible.
Yeah. And so when my husband went the fuck off, she just kind of looked at me and was like, uh, uh, and I was like, no, no, no. You opened that fucking door, honey. He's been nothing but respectful to you the entire time. Don't come looking at me to save your ass. And I've told you to fucking back off with your bullshit about that. And you didn't want to. So, and he even said, "Look, dude, I'm trying to be respectful of everything. I don't know why you're giving me a hard time.
Don't fuck with me.
Don't keep it. You keep it up and I'm gonna crush your soul."
I was just gonna be like, don't make it weird, right?
Yeah, for real. Like totally made it cringe. And so it was just, it's one thing after another. And the worst part is now I've got a screenshot earlier tonight of a veiled threat. Because I told her, I was like, go have a good life and may karma find you.
Yeah, we
And
definitely.
the response I got was, "Oh no, karma's coming for you. You better be ready." And I was like, "Honey, I stay ready."
I was gonna say though, we definitely need to be more careful, like on social media. Like I know you got to see her in real, like out there outside of social media, but like even like it was like over 6 months ago, but I had someone that I would consider like a close friend and all that, and they were going through a divorce, and because of the situation, they were like low on money, and they didn't even ask, but I sent them like $400 to file all their paperwork just so they could start the process. And
Right.
after that, a week later, she ghosted me, she blocked me and everything. She was supposed to pay me back and everything.
Mhm. Don't forget the shit that's still in our garage and attic.
Yeah, I'm still having to. I've got half of her crap in my garage and in my attic still, and I have to wait till a particular date to set that out on the curb.
You know, whenever you give somebody money, always give with the notion you're not going to get it back.
Well, no,
Yeah,
and I know I expected that, but I was doing it for a friend. I told her, "Don't worry to pay me back or whatever,
Yeah.
just pay me back when you can, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna stress you out about it." And just a week later, like
Yeah, but
literally just
ghosting
blocks me. I thought I
you,
was giving money to a friend, not someone that was gonna backstab me.
yeah. I knew what you meant. I was just saying it for like everybody else in general. Just as a
Okay, I just wanted to
general kind
clarify.
of
I'm like, no,
concept, you know.
I that's the way I always look at it. Like, I don't expect to get the money back at the end of the day, but at least I would have still had a friend, because I did it, out
Right.
of the goodness of my heart, and I thought I was giving it to a friend, and then for them to ghost me like that, that just to me that was really low.
Yeah, that's understandable. Is everybody still there?
yeah.
Looks like everybody dropped. Oh, everybody's.
I'm gonna say though, like the way I look
So
at it though,
sweet.
I learned a $400 lesson that day.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how I'm looking at this. And so, I mean, yeah, the next person that comes up and says, "Hey, I need help," I'll be like, "Yeah, you sure do. I hope you find the help that you need."
Been there, done that. Opened my home for 2 people, and you think I would learn the lesson with the first one, but I didn't. I thought,
The only
people just
thing,
need help sometimes,
yeah, they do.
They
Thanks,
really do.
Minx.
They
Have a good
just need
night.
help. That's what I kept thinking. And then I'm like, after the second one was pulled on me, and I let him live with me for a couple months, and then ended up having her go setting her stuff on the curb and telling her to get out because of various reasons. I feel like, I'm like, if she's got a sister down here, she's got all these sisters and brothers in Ohio, she's got family here and this and that, and they're not talking to her. And I'm the only one that's reaching, like, I'm the dumb one here. There's something else going on that she's not getting any help or people
Right.
offering her a place to stay.
Well,
Like,
it cracked me up
she's
that she
just a
came up in this
moocher and
live.
I'm letting her mooch off me,
Right.
And I
Yeah.
was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Well, and that's kind of where I got to because I was like, look, you had till March 1st. You have zero motivation. You didn't bother trying. You don't have a job. I'm not extending this. You knew what the
Yeah.
deal was from before you came down here. You knew what the deal was.
Yeah.
And oh, that's plenty of time. I'll be able to find a job quick and get out there and save up and get my own place and blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, you can. Because guess what? I had a buddy of mine come down from Wisconsin and within 2 months he's found a job and getting his shit together. I mean, like what? It's not fucking difficult. It's not rocket science. But
Right.
you can't be picky about it either when you're starting out.
I
Well,
thought
yeah,
Nikki
it's
was
like you
gonna
said.
like
Oh,
get
go
out and
ahead. I'm
about
sorry.
when she